Hi, I'm Jason Brusfield, and I actually was going to make a quick 1-minute review about the Redmax 48-inch stander. So, Redmax 48 stander. We have a Wright 48, and we have a Toro 48. The Toro 48, our biggest issue is that when you stand behind the back tires, it makes it much harder to mow slopes and stuff like that because it bucks the front end up. The Wright does do a great job. It does a way better job than the Toro does. And I will say that the Wright and the Toro cut darn near the same quality. Now I will say this one only has 9 hours on it. So we have only had it for, I don't know, probably like a week. And my initial, there's a couple things that I like about it, and there's a couple things that I don't like. So first thing, these are the hydraulic pumps. The hydraulic pumps are up here on the front. One thing about this is it never pops a wheelie because it has enough front caster weight on it. So, you know, we use the NPRs, we have the ramp. I can drive up and down this ramp without any hitch. And I mean, I can drive up and down at full speed. Someone that doesn't have much experience can drive this mower and not be afraid that they're gonna flip it over or something like that. Where the Toro, it needs to be someone that has a little bit of experience. And the Wright is kind of like in the middle. Now, I said that the Wright and the Toro cut the same. The Redmax, we did put the mulch kit on it, and I would say that it is probably one step below the Toro and the Wright. It just doesn't quite mulch it up fine enough yet. I have not changed the blades on it. I have not tried to put mulching blades on it, or I mean, basically like the dealer, I don't even know what he put on it. I haven't even opened it up. So I could possibly still make some changes. I don't know. There is one thing that we have to change on this immediately. This throttle cable right here. It looks fancy, it's really easy to move, and it's also really easy for tree branches and anything else to move all the time. Like anytime you're mowing where you have to lean over a little bit, it's gonna pull your throttle back. So you're infinitely having to do it. And the problem we have is that since you're having to hold this down with this, you actually have to stop and then reach over with your right hand because you can't quite reach it with your left hand. So I wish that this was actually right here and then move this over here, or I wish that this was on this handle. So, but this is the basics of, you can see that the mulch kit is on it. We love the power to weight ratio. We like the way that it drives. It has a different feeling of driving. I can't even explain it. Like, I actually really like you do this and it lowers the deck. You do this and you pull it up. Well, I think I have to be standing on it to do it. But anyway, this is the brake. So all the hand controls are on one side, which, I mean, whatever. I'm not partial to that. So if I was to make any changes, it would be moving this throttle cable, which we plan on moving this throttle cable anyways. If anything, I'm gonna cut it in half and get rid of that big knob. And then if I was Redmax, I would actually switch this, because even if I'm gonna turn the blades on, I would still just move my left hand here and adjust my deck. But, or that, or I'd need to put my switch. Actually, if they just moved this to right here and move this over a little bit, you could do all your controls with your right hand, and then they could leave that there, and then it wouldn't be a problem at all. But either way, so that is my quick 5-minute review.